And new tonight, another person has been arrested for allegedly helping an Orleans Parish inmate escape after his escape. That is as we near a full week since that jailbreak.
And with no other escapees found today, we're combing through video evidence to track their movements. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. 5 of those 10 inmates are still on the loose tonight. As we learn more about a Slidell woman now in custody, she becomes the 4th to face charges.
That includes a maintenance worker at the jail and 2 other women also accused of helping after they made it past OJC's walls. Lily Cummings joins us in studio now with more on these breaking developments. Lily, what can you tell us?
Well, Devin and Sharice, less than an hour ago, we learned that 59-year-old Connie Weeden of Slidell was arrested. Officials say she was in contact with Jermaine Donald before and after the escape. They also believe she gave him cash and a cell phone. Right now, Donald is one of those 5 inmates still on the run. Meanwhile, bond was set today for 2 others arrested earlier this week. I spent time this evening looking deeper into their connection to the inmates they helped.
2 women have been arrested for helping Orleans Parish inmates after they escaped nearly a week ago. Our investigators learned 38-year-old Corvante Baptiste of Slidell is the aunt of escapee Corey Boyd. Investigators say Baptiste was in contact with Boyd via phone and social media and helped him get food while he was hiding. Boyd was recaptured Tuesday evening in the 1400 block of Iberville. We've now learned that the apartment he was found in belonged to his grandmother, but she claims she didn't know he was there. Boyd's grandmother has not been arrested and so far faces no charges. Meanwhile, 32-year-old Courtney Harris's connection to the 2 inmates she's accused of helping remains a mystery. State police say she drove them around New Orleans and was in contact with one over the phone. Court records show she helped Leo Tate and Jermaine Donald, who are still on the run. Now authorities say both women are booked in the Plaquemines Parish Jail. On Thursday, via video call, they learned their bonds: $1 million for Baptiste and $2.5 million for Harris. They face 1 felony count each of accessories after the fact.
And we are working to learn more about that latest arrest, but for anyone convicted of accessory after the fact, they could be fined up to $500 and face up to 5 years in prison. Sharice.
Lily, thank you. Meanwhile, for investigators, it is a race to sift through this evidence, hoping something will hold clues to where those inmates who are still out might be.
Yeah, from street cameras to residential surveillance, our Eleanor Tabone puts together a timeline of the movements we know so far.
Authorities say at 12:22 in the morning, inmates were seen jarring one of the jail sliding doors open. At 12:43 a.m, the inmates entered that cell. 10 inmates escaped through a hole in the wall behind a toilet. Pictures show what the cell looked like prior to the escape and what it looked like after. At 1 a.m, they were caught on camera exiting the Orleans Parish Justice Centre using an adjacent loading dock door. They then went down a road behind the OPSO building. At 1:19 a.m, they were seen scaling the fence along I-10. After breaking out of jail, scaling barbed wire fencing, jumping a concrete barrier and crossing multiple lanes of interstate traffic, the inmates then made it to this side. Authorities say they then shed their clothes and made their way through the city. Just after 2 a.m, these 3 inmates were seen walking down the 800 block of Barone Street in the CBD.
Yeah, cut right there.
You hear them say, "Cut right there." And they turn down an alleyway, heading away from Barone. Another angle shows the team walking away from the camera down the alley. The alley they're walking down ends at Plaza Tower. Just before 10 a.m, 9 hours after the escape, 2 inmates were seen on Project Nola's facial recognition cameras in the French Quarter. One of them, Kendall Miles. Around 11:30 a.m, surveillance shows Miles being apprehended after he was found hiding under a car at the Hotel Monteleone parking garage. 5 inmates are still on the run. If you see them, authorities say don't approach them. Instead, call 911 or call Crime Stoppers. Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
Once again, 5 of Friday's escaped inmates are still on the streets tonight. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. There is a $20,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. We will continue to follow this story closely and bring you any developments as they happen.